find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Cousins. They're quickly to field him here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Cousins now. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
6 yards.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second and 10. Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Cousins again. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll go as It's just a 15-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up first and 10 at their 38. He'll throw from the gun. Caught out left side by Robinson. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brendan, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 11.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Eric Kendricks.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Packers.
On the delay, Jones. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Aaron Jones.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the 24, Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the Pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Now this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. On play action, Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And nowhere really to go there. They'll take this up just shy of midfield. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
4th down.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
6-yard line.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Packers 3, Vikings nothing.
13 yards remaining on second down. Now Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. It's over, the ball's out. It's in the end zone, loose. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Oh, got to get it out quickly, but and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Well, they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
Well, for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping up the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
Really got the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Brings up
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Here's Rodgers to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
First down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
To Aaron Jones.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Quickly into the hands of Robinson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. The 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Complete.
That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Anthony Barr has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
3rd down and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Demarcus Robinson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Packers 10, Vikings 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up the 1st down and change our momentum?
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
A 13-yard gain brings up 3rd and a yard.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. Working out of the gun, Cousins, complete, Jefferson the target, and he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down, Cousins, that one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, Cousins. And the Packers get another to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. This doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Rodgers throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Crosby puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
For Minnesota.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
So we recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Vikings have it set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Now a give to Madison. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Number 25,
Zadarius Smith able to get him down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's going to go down again.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Colquitt on the kick as he sends it away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. He'll find Aguero complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
4-yard line.
The give to Jones. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 26.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The give is to Jones. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Randy Gregory just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said does. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
Number 25.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
Nate Gary.
And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara.
Rodgers pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
DeGuara.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 31. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Running right, Jones. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw is Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, here's Cousins. His throw incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. We're quickly to Thielen here. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ballgame, and he's got a first down.
38-yard line.
A first down throw for Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Thielen. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 28-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Cousins pass.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down. From the red zone now, Cousins. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Packers.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To the air again, it's Cousins. But it's incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And Rudolph has got it. A big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Packers 19, Vikings 14.
Dan Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. It's a foot race. The 40, 30, 10, touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones,
touchdown.
his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays, give us a break, back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on the start.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
That's good.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Johnson the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He gets it left side of Johnson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll throw again. Cousins. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A first down from Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a throw here to his running back. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. Well, he is out of bounds, but now is inside the 30. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
1st and 10.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
Good.
As they're getting with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
At the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Cousins again. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So on everything here, this one's not over yet.
I'm not sure when win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
41-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Rodgers. And he can't get a throwaway. He's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. One last shot now for Cousins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Today's final score, Packers.
Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to success.